to peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. With Grant Hill and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against the Jazz in Utah.
In that game against the Kings, on paper, they should be expected to come away with a win. However, this might be one of those trap games if they aren't fully engaged.
And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report before they tip off. Hey, Allie.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been called a cyborg for his lack of emotion on the court. He said, quote, "I just try to stay locked into the game. When people are the most serious, they play the best basketball. Nobody's smiling in the fourth quarter." Brian?
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. And for the Trailblazers, Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Hart in at small forward. Man, Blazers fans have been having a bit of whiplash. Western Conference Finals to the lottery in just 3 years.
BA injuries had a big part to play in that. Shows how fast the NBA landscape can change. Fans are hoping they can get back to what they were just as quickly.
Now here's Leonard. To the middle. That one's good from Morris. On the assist by Leonard.
Great find by Leonard. When the offense runs through you time and time again, you have to become a good playmaker.
Morris against Grant. Clock at 6. Releases. Here's Nurkic. Great D that time from Zubac. Now Los Angeles with it. Leonard outside. Pass to Jackson. The teardrop. Rebounded by Nurkic. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And it's the Clippers on the break. Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They come into this one following a loss to Brooklyn.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
Yes, the other team is feeding off that enthusiasm. You have to try and match that energy.
Leonard against Hart. Unloads from 13. Shot by Leonard, no good. Now Portland with it. This game against Los Angeles here. Their first look at the Clippers.
Yes, the first of 4 meetings between the teams. They should be quite familiar with one another by the end of it.
It's the kind of season series that can really make a difference in the standings if one team ends up dominating the other.
Now here's George. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Morris passes to Leonard. Grant with a steal. Pass to Simons. Grant the screen. Simons outside, shoots over Jackson. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Timeout called, the Clippers.
It's a tornado of t-shirts. Who's looking for some new swag?
Well, we're more than a few games into the year. How much do we know about this year's rookie class, Grant?
Well, it's still early. We have to remember we might be a half year into a decade-plus career for some of these guys. So I think it's best to reserve judgment for now. An NBA career is a marathon.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Grant outside. Simons, a screen on Morris. And here's Grant from the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
Zubac's shot is off. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Nurkic. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time.
Kawhi Leonard.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Sharp. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Hits the trifecta.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
Now here's Jackson. And a foul called on the way out. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
And Leonard drops them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Simons passes to Grant. Over Morris. Another one falls for Portland.
Good touch from Jeremy Grant, able to get himself inside and get the job done.
Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. Over Hart. Leonard, good.
Kawhi Leonard.
Easy look from mid-range. He won't miss many of those. Lazy effort defensively.
Simons passes to Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
And here's Leonard. Shoots over Hart. The kick out to Morris. From the arc. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Morris has got 5.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Simons passes to Grant from the low block. That one off the back iron and out. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Leonard. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Simons up top. Leonard defending. Leonard against Simons. Shoots over George. And it's Simons missing. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
George outside. Pass to Zubac. Now Leonard. 6 to shoot. Over Simons. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Zubac. Leonard's got his second basket of the game. Now a timeout called by Portland.
With the timeout.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
So Portland going with almost an entire new group here. Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Grant. Winslow's checked in for Sharp. And it's Johnson in for Simons. Here's Little, covered by Covington. Here's Winslow. The rebound by Mann.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
It's Winslow on the wing. Tries again. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And you see Winslow there, one of the better rebounding wings we have on a per-minute basis.
First personal foul, second team foul. At the line for your Trailblazers, Justice Winslow. At the line for one.
And that one misses.
I love the energy and effort Winslow brings to the court. If he continues to play hard, I think he'll be around for a long time.
Now here's Wall. He's coming off a 10-point game against Indiana.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Here's Johnson. Pass to Eubanks. Outside Hart. Eubanks the screen. Hart with it. Guarded by Batum. Up top Johnson. Clock is at 3. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now Powell. He's coming off a 19-point game against Indiana. Fires from deep. The shot won't fall. It's all tied up in Portland. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break.
The Clippers, 13.
So far, we'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead of the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. Hart can't hit. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Wall. Outside. Blocked. Hard against Powell. And he goes in for the dunk.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Wall gets the bucket.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
And that was the mobile 1 drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Now here's Johnson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Down low. Here's Eubanks. And too long on the shot. Now here's Batum. Left side Wall. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. but I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, BA. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and CJ.
He's off on the first.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
A big group substitution here for Portland. Nurkic is checked in for Eubanks. Jeremy Grant comes in for Little. Sharp, he's checked in for Hart. And Simon has subbed in for Johnson. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubats, he's checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Covington. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Mann. And it's George in for Powell. Second free throw, no good. Grant, we always talk about great footwork from post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a three off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
That free throw misses.
And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
The Clippers making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
Here's Simons, after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Grant, over Morris. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Morris.
I mean, beautiful stroke on the jumper, something Grant didn't bring into the league, but he's got it now.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
First one falls for him. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And so Grant nails them both.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
Now here's Jackson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Morris can't hit. For Portland, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Simons. Here's the 3. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. In terms of 2 guards, these guys are putting in the work on the glass. In the 3rd spot, Paul George.
And it's not easy to be a great rebounder as a 2-guard. You've got so many duties to take care of on the floor, and these fellas, they do their jobs and then some.
It just illustrates the level of effort that the guys on that list play with every night. They're willing to do all the things to help their teams win, and rebounding is a big part of it.
Watford's checked in for Winslow. And so he makes both from the line.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Grant. He's got 6 over Leonard. Grant's shot is off.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Jackson. That one doesn't drop. Nurkic with some nice D. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
The Clippers trail. Leonard outside. Jackson on the wing. And he banks in the layup.
Lots of contact. Jackson with the strength to power through. Something he didn't have when he first entered the league.
Jackson against Simons. Pass to Grant. Here's Sharp. 6 on the shot clock. There's a screen by Nurkic. A shot from the high post. Sharp, no good. The Clippers have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Here's George. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Grant, the pass to Simons. Puts it up from the high post. Portland, no good that time either.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
George against Simons. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Pass to Nurkic. Back to Simons. Over Jackson. Portland, no good that time either. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard passes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
On any given night, Kawhi can just take control of the offense. An elite score from all 3 levels.
Now here's Simons. 5 points in the game. Pass to Sharp. Oh, they need this. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
They are shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the second quarter. They get it again. Zubac. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Portland calls timeout.
And your Trailblazers youth dance team.
Well, big group substitution here for Portland. Eubanks, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Little comes in for Grant. Hart's checked in for Sharp. And it's Johnson in for Simons. Now here's Hart. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Johnson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Personal foul.
You know, at the 2021 draft, there wasn't much doubt that Keon Johnson was the best athlete in the class. Elite is the word you hear to describe his physical gifts.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. You know, when it comes to Johnson's athleticism, that really comes into play on defense.
B-A-Y, he's high energy, he's tough, and he's active. And with the motor he's got, he never stops working at that end. He's going to be a defensive stopper in this league for a long time.
He hits the second from the line.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Hart against Powell. Covington, a screen on Hart. Here's Powell. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal
The 2K leaderboard shining a light on the league's best three-point shooting teams of late. The fourth spot held by Los Angeles.
Number one, you have to have good shooters. Number two, you have to take good shots. This team is both talented and disciplined.
That one falls for Powell. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, up until last year.
Yeah, B.A., they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the playoffs just 15 times in their 50-plus years.
And so Powell nails them both.
You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
Now here's Hart, outside Johnson. Hart with a screen on Wall. Johnson with it, picked up by Powell. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for Portland, Keon Johnson. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. The Clippers have gone 6 of 11 here in the second quarter. And here's Wall. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. Covington, a screen on Johnson. Here's Wall, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen.
Johnson with it. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. The 3 is up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that'll do it for the first half of play. The Clippers on top, up 6. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks so much, guys. To a strong first half for this team. What was the mindset that gave you guys the lead?
We just had to be ourselves, just be ourselves, move the ball, play unselfish, and we're going to get ourselves an offense.
Stay true to you, guys.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Welcome, everybody. The story tonight has been a solid showing through the first half for the Los Angeles Clippers. So, big fella, tell me, what's the key to grabbing the win in a tight game like this one?
Easy, Ernie. You got to overpower your opponent and hold nothing back. Some folks will say this is do or die time, but I call this something different.
What, barbecue chicken or die time?
Ding, ding, Kenny Smith, you win $1 million.
And now coming back to this game, a strong first half for the Clippers.
Hey, yo, their offense has been clicking. They're making the right reads, and they're making the most of their opportunities.
I like their aggressiveness, not just taking what the defense gives them, they're taking what they want.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And after a second half, could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Portland trailing here. The forwards, Hart and Grant. Anthony Simons out there with Sharp, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Leonard against Hart from deep three-point range. The Trailblazers rebound. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Sharp. George defending. It's Hart on the wing. 5 to shoot. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot. Shot by Nurkic. No good. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard passes to George. Over Sharp. And off the front iron, and in it goes. George has got 6.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
How about the last couple of years for Jeremy Grant?
BA, 6'8", playing the 3 or the 4. He's really found some comfort in scoring the basketball. Followed up his best season with another great offensive performance last year.
And here are the Trailblazers now. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. Here's Grant. That shot, no good. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris.
You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
And it's good for 2.
Terrific game plan coming out of halftime. A perfect 3 for 3 from the field.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And here's Simons outside. And they recover it. Nurkic passes to Hart. Oh, Leonard with the block.
A stellar defender. Leonard's impeccable timing on this end allows him to reject shots.
Lets it go from 11. George for 3. The shot no good. And it's Portland the other way.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Grant with a screen on Jackson. Simons up top, defended by Jackson. He shoots it. Portland again missing.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Leonard against Hart. Pass to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Hart. The Clippers getting their last shot to go. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way. So Nurkic will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. And the Blazers making a change here. Winslow's checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Kennard's checked in.
Shooting 1.
That's good from Nurkic.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said, we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Bia, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, It's a fragile situation.
Count the basket.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
Here's Sharp, defended by Kennard. The offensive rebound. Simons has the open look. Outside for Grant. There's a screen by Nurkic. Fires the three. And it's Grant with a three. Grant's got 9.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of three-point shooter.
Leonard with a screen on Simons. Pass to George. Here's Leonard. He's covered by Grant. Fades away. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 8 now. Grant, the pass to Simons. To the paint. And Morris over to help. Now here's Simons. Here's Sharp. There's a screen by Nurkic. 5 on the clock. And Nurkic throws it down.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Fans, let him hear from you.
For the Trailblazers, Eubanks, he's checked in for Nurkic. Little comes in for Grant, and it's Johnson in for Simons. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Toombs checked in for Morris. Covington comes in for Leonard. Norman Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Wall in for Jackson. Now here's Powell, continuing to put up the points, averaging 14 per game. Rebounded by Winslow. Winslow's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Here's Sharp. He has 6. Eubanks the screen. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And coming into Summer League, Sharp was kind of a mystery man. So it's great to see him play at a high level and get a real sense for his talents.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And they've also been in the zone with the mid-range jumper. The defense has given them space, and they haven't hesitated to rise and fire.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Ball against Johnson. Now here's Wall, guarded closely. And the layup is good off the glass.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate, and they really understand the game.
That's so true, B.A. I mean, even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of New York City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Now here's Wall. 6 points for him. Batum sets a screen. Oh, and Johnson with a block. Here's Sharp. Give him 8. Pass to Eubanks. 30 seconds left to play in the 3rd quarter of basketball. Outside Johnson. Launches it. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gotten 6 of their first 12 shots to drop in this 3rd. Powell with it. Watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers ahead. They lead by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the 4th quarter.
43.
And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
gotta make the right play like you've been doing all night, all right? They're gonna try to help and tag. You gotta make the right play, finish, or make the right pass, all right?
Well, you gotta like what Ty Lue is saying, telling his guys to take what they see.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Don't rush anything. Very solid advice.
The fourth and final quarter.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. Terrence Mann is out there with John Wall. And it's Zubats in at the 5 spot. Now here's Hart. Simons outside. Fires from deep. The rebound by Mann.
He's been of no help stretching the floor tonight. Just 1 3 in the first half. Nothing in the second.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
And it's the Blazers with the ball. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago to the left side wing. Here's Grant. Up and in from the low block.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
It's the fourth quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Here's Wall after the basket by Portland. George, a screen on Simons. Pass to George. Top of the key. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 6th rebound on the night. Simons with it. Shoots over Wall. And it's Simons missing.
You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Here's Wall, driving inside. Second chance shot. And he sinks the layup. And the Clippers lead by 7.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Simons against Wall. And it's Simons missing.
No matter what he's tried, it hasn't worked. Unfortunately, the team is suffering from that.
Now George. Zubats, screen. Takes a 13-footer. Zubats. It's good on the putback.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Simons passes to Nurkic. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Hart. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Nurkic. Hart passes to Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in.
Nurkic going to work inside, using all that size he possesses to his advantage.
Zubats with a screen on Grant. Leonard passes to Zubats. Doesn't go that time. Nurkic with some nice D. Simons with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. To the right side. Grant in the post. Wall covering. Grant, the pass to Hart. The ball's knocked loose. Oh, George with a steal. Here's Mann. He's covered by Hart. Here's George. Portland grabs the miss.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
Pass to Hart. Now here's Nurkic. Back to Hart. On the wing, Simons. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Leonard on the wing. Wall, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Simons up top. Wall covering. Pass to Grant. Nurkic to screen on Leonard. Grant the pass to Nurkic. And stolen by Leonard. Oh, there's the alley. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
This is why you love to run the offense through Leonard. Have to play him to score. That opens up passing lanes.
Timeout called, Portland. Checked in for Portland. Morris, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Wall, and keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind. You are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
That's a nice physical play by Grant, pushing through the contact to get to his finish.
Zubac with a screen on Simons. Fades. And there's Leonard on the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got his third assist of the night.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge.
Simons against Jackson. Here's Grant. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
What I love about Jeremy Grant is he has no trouble taking contact and shooting over people.
Zubac with a screen on Simons. Here's Leonard. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nailed all evening.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
The Clippers in the lead. 1:16 left in the fourth quarter. Cash, he's 9 for 14 in the game.
You see the focus from Kawhi. When he's deep inside, he's locked in on scoring.
Ooh, Morris with a steal.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Clippers.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Kawhi Leonard.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose.
The dribble drive, yet another tool in Leonard's extensive arsenal, earns him a trip to the line.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Leonard.
An offensive juggernaut and aggressive defender. Kawhi is just the total package, in my opinion. Brings a winning mindset as well.
So Portland ends up going with a new group. And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Covington's checked in for Zubac. Kennard comes in for Morris. Mann, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Wall in for Jackson. Both good from the line that time. 34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Here's Eubanks. And the layup falls.
You have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Wall against Johnson. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting for LA, John Wall. 1 shot.
One shot.
Outside Johnson. Launches a three. Can't connect. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready and they were focused.
Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out the distractions. These guys stepped up 100%.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this win up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching tonight's game. Now our New Balance player of the game, Kawhi Leonard.